2. One. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey everybody, I'm Mark Klaber. Welcome to Monday Night Funnies. I am the co-producer of this show with Denise Medina. We hope everybody will have a great time this evening. We have our show tonight is a fundraiser for the American Diabetes Association, which is diabetes.org. And before, I don't want to keep talking, I'm going to bring up our host of this evening. She is a real housewife of 818. Everybody put your hands together for Jessica Winther.
Yeah.
Hi guys. I am coming live. Thank you, first of all, for my 818 housewife, because everybody knows that's not a normal prefix. So we made a special one just for me. Like,
818, not 1818. You keep saying
like
that.
an 818, right? I mean, it's a spiritual number. And I'm sorry, what's going on, Mark?
I say 818.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm gonna come in the head.
Okay, in my mind, I heard 1818. Okay, that's how it's going for me. I'm clearly. Oh my God, this show's gonna be fun, people. Around. Wow, gosh.
We're starting up already.
You know what? We've been doing this show for months, and every time he says 818, I hear 1818. I guess I'm dyslexic with numbers, or just dyslexic, or just special all the way around. I have COVID brain. Who cares? Nobody really cares. All I know is that I am a special Real Housewife. I say I'm actually not really real. I'm only 70% real. I'm real from the neck down. I mean, fake hair, Botox, filler. Guys, I have way too many what the fuck lines, okay? And I can numb my face, but I can't numb my soul. All right? Unfortunately, that's what Lexapro is for, and nobody wants to give it to me. Okay? I don't know why. Xanax, they do. Lexapro, they don't. I don't know. I can't take it. I can't take any drugs. We have a great show tonight. It is the diabetes.org. Please donate to that. I've got some amazing comedians on. I'm looking at my face. It's just too much. I went to In-N-Out for the first time in all of quarantine. I think I'm good. I think I'm good for the next 9 months because we're going back in lockdown. So I was like, I've been In-N-Out. I ate that burger and then I brought back the hat like a child. Okay. If you notice, I am speaking into a pen because normally I speak into a marker because I'm just loud. Hence my just living loud. It's not a metaphor. Okay. It's not such a metaphor. This is real, people. I am loud. It's not intentional. Inside, I'm quiet. And I'm outside. Okay. That's how it works. It's God. I was like, I don't know. I was like, what am I going to talk about tonight? I'll tell you what I'm going to talk about. You know, you're a Real Housewife of the 818 that I think is 18. Oh God, I'm never going to get over that. It's like when you insult someone and then you can't stop thinking about it. Like I'm going to be like, oh my God, I was so stupid. I was such a blonde. I was like 818. My hair's not real either. I'm actually a brunette. I can't get away with blonde stuff. Okay. I can't get away with what natural blondes get away with. Like I have a lot of blonde friends and stuff goes down. We'll go to a bar and they're like, they walk right to the bar. They stand there. They come back with free champagne, free wine, and a boyfriend. I mean, I'm married. I don't want a boyfriend. I mean, I want a lover, not a boyfriend. Like I'm past the boyfriend stage. Okay. So I just want like lover. Like who wants that? But like I walk up to the bar as a brunette and literally they skip. Oh, like they're like, next. Everybody but me. And then I use this voice, right? Like, hey, come over here. And they're like, listen, lady, get out of here. And my little blonde friend's like, oh my God, I got free champagne, a free drink. And it's like, and I knew I have a new boyfriend. Next thing you know, we're all wasted. We're all on the, like, nobody can function. And my little blonde girlfriend's like, oh my God, this guy wants to go home with me. We have to get out of here. I am on Molly. My face is on the floor. I can't function. I'm like, all of a sudden I get up like a brunette. All right, the exit's to the left. We got to get out. Let's go. Okay, I got you covered. Let's hide. It's like I'm in the army. Like I'm like, all right, out out the door. She's like, I can't walk. This is Eugenia. She's on our show tonight. Not going to be my friend after this. She's like, I can't walk. I can barely leave. I need free champagne. I get us out. I mean, that's the stuff that I cannot get away. Like, I can't, even as a blonde. They look at me and they know I'm internally a brunette. Well, except for the lady at Target. She called me a Karen outside of Target. I was like, honey, I'm not a Karen. I'm a Jessica. And that has a whole other connotation to it, okay? And first of all, I won't yell at anyone at Target, Walmart, Costco. I don't yell at employees. I was an employee. Why would I work it in and out. Why would I do that to my people? I would never yell at employees. I just take the shit and walk out. Okay. I just take it and go to my car. Like, if things aren't working, I'm from Vegas. Okay. I just take it and leave. Like, I'm not wasting my time yelling at somebody for no reason. That's ridiculous. I'll just steal it and slash someone's tires on the way out. There you go, Mark. Yeah, that's how I roll. I was going to go into this whole story, but I'm not. Clearly, I don't know how to start a conversation. I've realized this recently as I'm doing my reflective work and introspective work, because there's nowhere left on my body to shoot Botox. But so yeah, you gotta go in. You gotta go in. You just gotta go in. But like, ridiculous. I don't know how to start any kind of conversation. I've realized this. It's fine. I mean, most people are like, hey, how are you? How's the weather? I don't do simple bullshit conversation. I just don't. Yes, I said bullshit. I know it's a clean show. Whatever. Okay, let's just keep it out. It's not in my body. So I do this, like, hey, I'm Jessica. Okay, but just like today, I was like, oh yeah, I'm from Vegas. I did meth. Oh my God, I might be going to jail. I know, I can't even believe it. It was because I signed like the Swiss bank account. It was my dad. He was an international drug dealer. I thought I was signing my baby's rights away. Like, what? And I actually saw, who puts a Swiss bank in Canada? I mean, come on. Like, how would I know what was going on? Yeah, but and I might be going to jail. And now my daddy, who said he was going to leave me all this money, but it was money from a criminal, and I'm not getting any of it now. And I actually have to work. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. And then you're like, whoa. Just like you're all doing now. And I'm like, yeah. Hi, I'm Jessica, head of the PTA and room parent for your child. So nice to meet you. Right? So I have no friends. Definitely not the parents at my kid's school. No, somebody's dog is barking, and that's about all I have are pets as well. Okay, they're the only things that still love me. I'm gonna get this show started. You guys have been great. I've tortured you too much already. I'm ready to watch all these funny comedians in my In-N-Out hat in the desert that I just drove 3 hours to get to for a party for my sister-in-law that is probably not COVID safe, and I'm gonna get COVID. Yay for me. Okay, I'm just kidding. They all were checked. But anyways, so this next lady coming up, she is a dear friend of mine. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Oh, you move squares, Holly. It freaked me out. She is a friend of mine. She is a fabulous, fabulous woman in her heart, in her soul. Okay, I'm lying, but let me just build her up. I said I was going to build her up. I'm manifesting who she is. Okay. She performs all over LA. She performs all over the country, especially on Zoom right now. She's got a TV show coming out this fall. I don't know what it's called, but she's probably going to make it up by the time we're done with it. Badass. I love her. Give it up for Holly Logan.
All right, Holly.
Hey, that was great. I need you to be more specific. I get a lead role on a hit TV show. And I'm making major bucks, and I'm up for 5 films. I've been pinned for 3 auditions. I need you to be very specific. Thank you. And I am a sweet soul inside. Not. So yeah, the numbers are going up. We got to be careful as I'm coughing, Mark's coughing, and hey, don't know, but the numbers going up, getting a little worried. I hope everybody's safe and everybody's families are safe. But I'm not going home for Christmas because my daddy and I think it's not safe for me to fly because he's a little bit older. But honestly, I think that's just his excuse. He never wants me to come home anyway. When COVID first started, I was like, Dad, I think I'm gonna come home. He said, if you come to my house, you're sleeping in the garage. I'm like, oh, wow. So with the neighborhood cats, no. So, but it's funny. My dad truly never wants me to come home. Like, I know he loves me, but I don't think he likes me. And in February, before COVID even started, I said, Daddy, I think I'm gonna come home for your birthday. He said, for what? I just saw you Christmas. So now I taught him how to do the whole FaceTime thing. I can't do it more than once though, because he gives me the same response. Didn't we already do this today? So yeah, so going home is probably just okay with him. And I have an aunt who, bless her little sweet soul. I don't think she likes me either because she wishes bad luck on me all the time. Do you all have anybody in your family that's negative? Like they're so negative they can't find the positive in a plus sign?
Oh yeah.
That's my aunt. I can tell her, I'm going on a trip. Oh, Holly, you don't need to get on a plane. There's been no crashes lately. Yours is probably next.
Okay.
Like I told her, I said, I miss church. I want to go to church. She says, Holly, you need to watch church. You can't trust church folks. They nailed Jesus to the cross. It wasn't even worth trying to explain it. I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. If they get me, I'll be back in 3 days. I'll turn water into wine and we'll celebrate. How about that? Family's important though. Mine is touched as it might be, is important. So just sending love to everybody from around the world. Yeah, the holiday's coming. Bah humbug. I don't give a damn because I don't have a job. I don't have money. And obviously I don't have family. So, no, just kidding. I have family. They just don't like me. But yeah, the holidays are overrated anyway. Spend too much money, waste too much money. This is all the excuses I'm giving everyone as to not get a gift. So, yeah, I lost my job back in March. I was on stress leave for a year before that. I learned about that from some dear friends of mine, white people. Who knew all you had to do was get a headache at work, say you were stressed out, and you get to sit at home, collect a check, and do absolutely nothing? Who knew? But what my dear white friends forgot to tell me was they're going to fire you a day after you return to work. That's me. No job. Yeah, but I had to go on stress leave. Honestly, it wasn't a fluke because I was over the human resources department. I had to deal and with just about everything. I don't know if you all have ever had a job. Most of you look like you haven't. I'm just kidding. Human resources. I had to deal with everything. And here's an example. I had a young lady. I had to write her up for being late more than 60 times in less than 90 days. Can't make it up. Oh wow, right, Sarah. Can't make it up. She comes into my office after she sends me a video of her shaking. She comes into my office and she says, Holly, I can't sign the write-up. I can't come to work on time. My body is on a spiritual journey and I'm stuck between the spirit world and the human world. I said, well, you better drag that spirit ass into this human job before you trying to figure out which unemployment office to go to. How about that? I mean, just silly stuff. Like one Valentine's Day, a young lady comes in my office, another one wants to file a sexual harassment complaint. I'm like, okay, what happened? She said, for Valentine's Day, somebody gave her a box of candy with a note and she thinks it's sexual harassment.
Oh,
exactly, Mark. Oh, geez. That's what I wanted to say. Not because of the box of candy, though. It's because she looked like the bottom of my shoe with dog dookie on it. And so I had no choice but to call the other employee into the office. And I said, I want you to take a good look. Are you sure you sexually harassed the right person? Because I'm all for the Me Too movement. I think it's great. But I was really in my feelings about this one because I said somebody sexually harassed her. And nobody tried me. So I had to go on stress leave after that. Jessica, you were talking about wanting Lexapro. They gave me Trintellix. It was wonderful. I call it the I don't give a pill. So, you know, you had to see a therapist and all of that to make your leave official. So they gave me that. I was happy. I was on top of the world. I didn't get mad, didn't get sad. I couldn't cry. True story, a friend of mine passed away. Everybody's sitting at his mom's house just crying and slinging snot everywhere. And I'm just sitting up there smiling, can't cry, pinching the hell out of myself. So finally, I just said, I'm on a spiritual journey. I look at death differently. But yeah, so Trintellix is wonderful, Jessica. See if you can get that. I can't get mine anymore because I don't have a job. I don't have insurance. Canada is deciding whether they're going to send me the prescription or not because America, it's $1,000. So I'm that crazy right now with no medicine. So that's how I feel. That's just how I feel. So I'm taking a break from everything right now. I'm taking a break from being online because it's holiday time and I already know everybody's going to have the hashtag I cook. If I see one more dried chicken breast and frozen mixed vegetables on a styrofoam plate with I cook, I am going to blow the entire internet up. I am over it. I don't want to hear it anymore. Like I'm over it. I'm over it. But I did start watching reality shows now. So I'm watching the show 600 Pound Life. Anybody watch the show?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's a show about the sweet people who can't lose weight because they won't get up off the hind end and do anything about it. The show aggravates me for a couple of reasons. One is because every episode, they have the camera in somebody's face while they're sitting and saying, I don't know what happened. I don't know how I got to be 600 pounds. They pan out. They're at the drive-thru, order 6 supersized combos and 25 desserts. One lady looks at the doctor and she says, I don't need therapy. I don't eat out of emotion. I'm screaming at the TV. No, ma'am, you ate the emotion. And you probably recognize that too. My time's up. My name's Holly. Yay! Trintellix, Jessica. Trintellix. You can afford it. You're a rich housewife of the 818.
I can't take any medication. Okay, I can't take it. I tried Lexapro and I literally had an acid trip in 2 days. The doctor said it won't affect you for a month. In 2 days, I was with my kid on the freeway, like, where are we going? I'm in the Joshua Tree right now. Like, he's going to baseball, and now we were going to have an experience together. Like that's so. No, I don't want any drugs in my body. I'm gonna suffer it out, like Jesus.
Okay, but are you sure you weren't on the acid first? You sure you weren't on the acid first, then took the Lexapro?
No, that was way before. That was like way. I was having flashbacks. Like I was having Vegas flashbacks. Okay, I know. It's a long story. Everybody wants me to smoke pot. It's not going to happen either. All right, I just can't do it. I can't do CBD. I will go bury myself in my own backyard before I do any of that. Okay? I'm ready. Take me now. All right, we're gonna keep. Dude, I had something about Thanksgiving, but I'm just going to keep this show rolling. I'll hit the Thanksgiving later. Okay. All right. This next young lady is out of LA. This is her second time telling jokes on Zoom. So I don't know what that means. I mean, she could be telling jokes. I don't know where else she's telling them. I mean, right now we got alleys. We got like over pools. We've got drive-ins. Who knows? Like anything I did in my backyard. I mean, Jesus. So this young lady, she's coming in from LA. Let's give it up for Sarah Clevinger.
Hey, Sarah. Hey guys. Yeah, you know, second time I have to specify because I have this curtain now and I think it makes a difference. The first time I didn't have a curtain. So I was like, oh shit, people are looking at my house. That was weird. And that virtual background thing, it always makes me lose an arm or something. So we had to throw that away. But gosh, guys, life is so weird. Like, really weird for everyone. I mean, you too, Holly, and oh man. Well, I mean, we're making jokes on Zoom, you guys. Like I'm staring at my own face as I tell jokes. Like, okay, I practice in the mirror, so it's paid off, right? But it's like, am I on TikTok? What's going on? I don't want to look at myself. Nah, but you know what? It's weird, but the dogs are loving it. I have a lot of dogs. we won't talk about that, but I did read an article about how people are starting to get worried about how their dogs are going to cope when they go back to work. I'm like, oh shit. Dog depression, man, it's a real thing. Like, forget the lockdown, but the dogs. I don't know. Dogs are really funny. I really like dogs. Have you ever seen how dogs behave though when they're in heat?
Yes.
No? Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. The guys have. Well, good. This is for you guys. So, boy dogs go insane. They won't eat. They won't sleep. They literally like lose weight. They just bark and they whine, and it's not even like barking noises. It's like, like the whole time. That's not even a dog. I don't know what's happening, but their only goal is to get closer to whatever's in heat. A cat, a dog, like a hamster. It doesn't matter. It's like, oh, it's in heat. Have to look. I really imagine that that's how teenage boys also feel. But I have a preteen daughter. You know, she's in 7th grade. It's like, I tell you, I kind of like distance learning. You know, I'm considering homeschooling now, just permanently. It seems like a really a safe decision. Of a Zoom school. Actually, it's really weird. It's also weird. Weird's my word tonight. Here we are. I thought that mom shaming during COVID would not be a thing, right? Like our kids are online going to school. What can they possibly say? Then my friend tells me the other day, they're like, oh yeah, I'll call you after I take my daughter to school. I'm like, what? What do you mean? They're in the same class as my daughter. How are you taking them to school? So they wake up, they get in the car, they drive around the block, and then they come back home. Okay, so this is like the semblance of routine. You guys, I haven't put on real pants since February. There's like absolutely no way I'm doing that. It's out. It's not even a question. I only wash my hair like twice a week right now, and that's if I have to be seen. That's it. You guys are lucky. You're lucky right now. Also, I'm a newlywed. I got married in February. So hey, you're talking during my Zoom.
Sorry.
Buddy.
I'm sorry?
So being a newlywed, if it doesn't show you how committed I am to comfort, I don't know what will. Because my husband and I skipped that whole me trying to impress him stage on day 15. That's it. But just kidding, guys. He knew what he was getting into. We got married right before the pandemic, so we didn't have a honeymoon, but he's been stuck at home with me for 9 months, and I think that counts. And all of our new hobbies include DIY home improvements, and we've only come close to dying twice. We have a pretty good track record. Once we got electrocuted, and the other time I was cutting a tree branch and the power line swung at me. I was like, oh, that was stupid. But I'm alive, so it's fine. That's also interesting because we lived together for a really long time before we got married. So when people are like, hey, how's married life? Or they give me applause, I'm like, wow, it's exactly the same. Okay, was something supposed to be different? Is he gonna grow a second dick or something? Should I be worried? I don't know. Actually, married life is cool because I get to make a really big deal about everything. My birthday was in October, so I got to remind him that, hey, this is our first birthday as a married couple, so the present better be really good. It was good. It was fine. But his birthday was yesterday. So I went above and beyond to really set the stage for our first Christmas ever. And I spent the entire day trying to get that PS5 when they launched. And if you guys don't know anything about the PS5, they are totally sold out until 2021. But Walmart did this crazy thing where they released inventory 4 times, and you were really fast. You could try to get one. And guess who got one?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's more applause than he gave me. Okay, because we don't have it's not going to show up till the 24th, and we don't have black printer ink, so I printed this thing out in blue, and obviously it looked really legit. Here's my receipt for your PS5. And he opens it and he goes, and I gave it to him with a controller for the PS5 so he'd know it was real. And he opens and he says, "Wow, does this work on a PS4?" He just thought the whole thing was a prank. He's still not excited. I think he still thinks it's a prank. So I'll have to like update this joke on the 24th when it actually arrives. I don't know. That was kind of a lose, but it's going to be a win. Some other cool things about me and about our relationship. I came from a really conservative family. So I can tell you some really obvious facts about, you know, just the world. Like roughly 40% of immigrants are Mexican and another 30% are Chinese. So imagine my family's reaction when I married a Chinese Mexican. So for those of you bad at math, that makes my family like 70% sure that he is stealing all of their jobs. And he also has like this great beard right now, so he actually kind of looks like a Middle Eastern man. So Thanksgiving's gonna be really fun. Yeah. I'm not the cook in the family, which you might think is very like feminist and pro-equality and all of that. Like, yeah, Sarah, obviously you don't cook, you don't even get dressed. Yeah, I'm just white, you know, and he has like 5-course traditional family meals and with like fusion heritage of Chinese, Mexican, I don't even know what to call it. And I make Fruit Loops. So my heritage is like diabetes. I did take his last name, and his last name is really cute. It's Ley, very short to the point, like Sarah Lay, really cool. Except now my name is Sarah Kaylay. And that's not a joke. That's just a nursery rhyme, I guess. So that's cute. The other big difference is like babies. Oh my God, because one's not enough. Obviously, she's a preteen, so one's not enough. So babies is a big topic right now. We signed like the paper, and now they're no longer satisfied. You have to like refill the quota of baby. That's it. And then when the baby's older, you need another baby. It's just never ending if they had their way. Especially if you have an abuelita, which is a Mexican grandma for the rest of you. She's new to me, but I'm catching on pretty quick. They invented guilt trips. So she comes to me. Oh, there's that dog I love. So she comes to me and she says, "Oh, Sarah, you're so beautiful. Te quiero mucho. Pero necesito un baby before you get any older." Oh, okay. Que viejito, it's like, how old, you old person, your eggs are gonna dry up. And then she says, "Are you not having sex with my grandson?" I'm like, oh God, what a question. ¿Por qué no estás embarazada? Why aren't you pregnant? Do you want me alive to meet mi nietos? I'm like, pro trip. Pro tip. They also invented trick questions. And she's also gone as far as offering to remove my IUD for me. So that's how you know she means business. So, you know, in the next few years, as long as they don't kill us at Thanksgiving, maybe we'll procreate. We'll see what happens. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's been crazy. So that's my quarantine experience so far.
Clevinger. Girl, it's okay that you're getting shamed for kids in school. It's all good. Right in the beginning of quarantine, I was kicked off of Zoom with all the moms. Like, I found it to be more beneficial than not because I didn't like them anyways. So I was like, I mean, when they said we were in quarantine and the kids didn't have to go to school, I was like, yes. Freaking out. I was like, I don't have to go to lunches with these bitches for at least like 2 months. And then Zoom, right? And now all of them, like, I even posted something last night or today, actually. I was like, oh, I have a little anxiety because I like to do dichotomy posts, like trick them everybody. Everyone's like, are you suicidal? I was like, bitch, we haven't talked in 6 months. Don't act like you love me now. Like, just like, let it be. Oh, geez. So you're good, Sarah. Just stay away from those mamas. All right, this next is so crazy. This next, oh God. And of course, now my whole thing is all messed up because somebody sent me a text. Guys, I'm old. This can't work like this. Okay, this next young gentleman, he has been doing comedy, stand-up comedy since he was in high school. By the looks of him, he has just graduated high school. He's performed at comedy clubs and colleges all over the Midwest. He's been named the most promising up-and-coming stand-up comedians. Let's give it up for Payton Ruddy.
Yay.
Hey, thanks guys. I copy and pasted that intro from a different comedian, so go well. Thanks for having me. I did just graduate high school last year in May, so it's cool. I don't even know if I'm allowed to be on the show if it's a 21 and up event. I don't know. Who cares? Thanks for having me, though. I know none of you, so this works out if I bomb. I'll just never speak to any of you again, so it works out. I got all dressed up for this show. I got this shirt on and, you know, looking good. No pants, news anchor type stuff. It's great. I shaved for this show, which doesn't really mean much because I can't grow anything to begin with. If I don't shave for like a year, it just looks like I didn't wash my face last night. That's about it. So I hate when I shave my face. So like the day of, after I'm done shaving, I look like a big baby. You know what I mean? Like walking around like, hi, can I have your skin? How are you? It's just, it doesn't work out. So we'll just glue shavings on. I have just been watching movies all of quarantine. Anyone else been watching movies?
Oh,
Just hanging out? Not really much to do. You know what I watched? I watched Point Break the other night. Has anyone seen Point Break, the original? That is it's a good movie. I forgot how much of a heartthrob those two guys, Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves, were in the 90s. They're some good looking guys. I mean, look,
Definitely.
You know, the premise of the movie is really shocking to me that it even got made, because it starts and ends, and in the middle, the whole movie is like a really bad 80s porno. You know what I mean? There's a guy in there named Johnny Utah who is an FBI agent. And then there's a surfer bank robber named Bodie, and they're here to fix the cable. Like, I would not have made this movie. You know what I mean? It's a little too cheesy for me, but I watched it when I was really little, so now I really like it just because of the nostalgic. But yeah, those guys are heartthrobs. You know, I'm not gay, but even I would like fries with that shake. You know what I mean? They're good looking guys. I've just been watching a lot of movies, a lot of TV. I actually saw a commercial last weekend during a football game from Wendy's, and it started off by saying, "Are you tired of having only disappointing breakfasts?" And this was a Wendy's commercial. First of all, no one's cursed with only disappointing breakfast. That's up to you to change. You know what I mean? No one's like, oh no, I wish I didn't buy that beans off that gypsy in the Dominican. Now I only have terrible breakfasts. That's not how it works. Second of all, who are you going to impress when you tell them where your new breakfast is coming from? You know? Like, yeah, you know, my life was just terrible. The wife and kids left. It was no good. But then I started eating at Wendy's every morning. And let me tell you, my life has really turned around for the better. I mean, it's great. I've been trying to cut all stress and anxiety and everything out of my life during especially these very stressful times. And, you know, there's like that saying, just picture you're on a beach or wherever, you know, and go to your happy place. I always thought, what about the people on the beach? You know, do they not have stress because cutting out the middle, they're already on the beach, no stress? Or do they picture where we're at? You know what I mean? Like if they're having a tough time, do they go, okay, I'm in line at Arby's. Okay, it's okay. Shh, you know, and going to a happy place in Illinois. Oh, it's snowing in April. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, that's really calming me down. That bit usually works, but there's 10 of you in here, so I don't care. Keeping it in the set. I noticed about a month or two ago that there's a National Left-Handers Day. Did you guys know this?
No.
No, because who cares? It's like, why would you make this day? It is so useless. And I saw this post for National Left-Handers Day that said, I'm left-handed. What's your superpower? I don't know, using my right. Like it's just what hand you use. It's got nothing. It's not a superpower. Congrats, you use your hands. Like who's left hand? Who uses their left hand in here? Who's left-handed? No one, right? See, it doesn't matter. No one cares. Yeah, quarantine has been rough on me, man. And probably about a month ago, I was up for an entire day. I was up for like 27 hours. Impressed, ladies. Wow. And I was up. You don't have to answer that. I know you're not. I was up for a very long time, and I started freaking myself out. I was up too long, and I thought I was seeing spots. So I Googled sleep deprivation side effects just to make sure I wasn't, whatever. And the first side effect, no joking, when you look up sleep deprivation, is yawning. That's the first side effect. Yeah, we know this. Why would you put that on a website for concerned people? You know what I mean? Everyone knows what a yawn means. No one yawns and goes, yeah, what was that? That's got to be cancer for sure. I don't know. Oh, I'm just tired. Okay, thank God. Woo. Almost had me for a sec. Yeah, and like I mentioned, I graduated high school in May of last year. That was pretty cool. Only took me 5 years, so that was cool. And all these girls that I went to high school with, they've been posting on their social medias and stuff, through quarantine and stuff. They're changing stuff up, getting little tattoos or changing their hair. And with every post they put on Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat, it's always followed by, so I did a thing. And look, if you want to change stuff, that's cool. You do you. You cut your hair, that's great. Get a little apostrophe tattoo, right? Rock on. That's not a thing, though. I'm sorry. I have to say, you can't come out. I did a thing. If you're gonna post that, I want to see the picture. So I did a thing. ... And like your boyfriend's dead on the bathroom floor. That's a thing. That would be something that I'd be like, wow, you did a thing. That's impressive. Good for you. You've really been productive during lockdown. I'm impressed. That is a thing. I don't know. But I don't know. I've really been deep diving into music, really listening to a whole bunch of different music. And I heard a song from like the 1940s or 50s, and it was called Chew Your Bubble Gum. And it made me think of how different music is today, that people were actually in ballrooms or dance clubs back then when the song was out, dancing to the song, chew, 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 chew your bubble gum. Like, how do you dance to something like that? You know what I mean? To chew your bubble gum. What a strong message this song puts out. But, I can't say much on the matter because kids from my generation are dancing to something wet and macaroni-like. So I don't really have any room to talk. That was a Cardi B WAP joke for the older people. Mark, Google that song. You'll thank me later. Never mind. It's his ringtone. This is cool, though. I started exercising a little bit more, too. Been going on walks around my neighborhood and stuff. And I noticed when I was taking some walks around my neighborhood that they should change the neighborhood watch logo. You know what I mean? They have the signs up there. I think they should change those because who's still committing crimes in fedoras and trench coats? You know what I mean? Who's walking around going, give me all the money or the girl gets it? Not how that works. It's not how they're doing it anymore. They should change the neighborhood watch logo, I think, to like maybe some 17-year-old kid with a Honda Civic with blue lights underneath, that is real danger and people need to be on the lookout for that. That's about it for the neighborhood watch joke. I would leave on this. I was watching Nick at Night, and I love Nick at Night because during the day on Nickelodeon I have my cartoons, and that's great. I like watching those. And then at night they do like the edgier kind of adult sitcoms. And there was a show called Mom on there. You guys know the show Mom?
Love it.
Yeah, I hate it. There is
Allison Janney.
Yeah, okay. There is a scene in this show where the mom is with her boyfriend or whatever, and the guy in the wheelchair, and there's a knock on the door, and the guy opens the door, and it's his best friend, I guess, and the guy goes, "Hey, Professor Nutsack, And then the guy in the wheelchair isn't even phased. He's just like, hey, Stanky Dickweed, how you doing? Blew me away. This is Nick at Night, guys. You know what I mean? That's not the show to be at. Full House is up next, you know? That's Nick at Night should watch what they're putting up. The dirtiest thing said in Full House was "Have mercy." That just meant Uncle Jesse was about to get some ass, you know. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you. I'm Payton Ruddy. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Woo! Sorry, guys. They're cooking in the kitchen, so I had to keep the. Listen, I'm with people. Like I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, I had to just get a spot. I'm dying because Payton, I got to tell you, the Full House. First of all, you're worried about the bad language. The mom in the Full House lied to get her kids into college. Like, come on.
She didn't swear. She didn't swear though.
Okay. Where she just lied, cheating, stole. And besides that, it's okay.
Hey,
I know.
Everyone's doing that. Everyone's doing it. It's fine.
I want you to know I'm not doing it. I am a desperate housewife, and I wasn't desperate enough to bribe my kids way to college. I wish I was good at that. Okay, we're moving on. I know. Guys, I'm meditating. I'm just letting you know. I'm like, just find him a center. All right, Payton, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, this next gentleman. Oh, by the way, I have to do a little interruption with myself. Hold on, Jessica. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Mark, can you give the light at 7 minutes, please? Can we just keep on it? I'm just keeping you in check, baby. Just keeping you in check. All right. Oh, no, hold on. Jessica's coming back. All right, guys. So you ready? That was Karen. Jessica's back. Okay. This next gentleman, JT. Oh, God, I keep fucking up tonight. I don't know. There's so much happening. I got dogs. I got cooks. Like, I can't. This act started his career in Washington, D.C. He working with Wanda Sykes, Patton Oswalt, and Dave Chappelle. Please welcome someone I know and love, JT Newton.
Hey, JT. Hey, thank you to everybody. Big hand for everybody who came up already. Very impressive. Look, folks, working on Zoom is kind of weird for stand-up comics. We're used to an audience. So you know what I did tonight? I imported my own audience. Woo. From the Atlanta area, my baby sister, Linda Miller. All right. All right. Used to be Newton. Now is Miller. She's hanging out and she's my audience member. All right. And my sister just below me, we are the second set of the Newton clan. Come on. This is Deborah Sheftel Newton. I can't keep track. So, you know, I thought about a laugh track, but I imported my own peeps. Okay. All right, I'm going to dedicate this to my wonderful mom and my late dad because, you know what, that's where my sense of humor came from, and that's what I'm going to talk about. You know, we are, the three of us, we are the second set of children. I have 5 siblings, 6 children in total, and we are, the first 3 children in my family were what I call the experimental children. This is where my parents learned how to parent, you know. So when we came along, my parents, you know, said, here's an impressive list of stuff you won't be doing. I said, I mean, I had no idea what they were talking about. I wasn't planning to do these things in the first place, you know? And it was weird because, you know, I just, like I said, I took notes and said, you know what, I may try that one in a little while. I have figured out that, okay, first let me give you some mathematical stats. I have 2 brothers. All 3 of us are Sagittarians. We're all born, actually, I have a brother born December 12th. I'm born November 29th. My other brother, Charles, is born November 29th. And these 2 young ladies are born in the spring. And my oldest sister is born January 29th. So what I have ascertained is that my parents had 2 specific mating seasons. February, I can see my father going, you know what, according to my stats, Charlotte, you need to be in the bedroom naked right now. We got because I'm born 3 years and 10 minutes after my brother Charles. I mean, it's an amazing accuracy, you know. And it was kind of funny today. We're having a great old time reminiscing, and my sister reminded me that we never had that birds and bees talk, and they didn't have it. I did. In fact, I'm like 9, and my mother takes a box of prophylactics. It was the 60s, folks, so these were rubbers. And I just found out what a rubber was. I was confused that my mother knew what a rubber was, because in my distorted view of sex, I was thinking, how in the hell is my mother supposed to know about these things? These are for dirty people. And how it came about was my older sister got on my nerves, and I called her I suggested that she was into fellatio. And my mother sat me down at the table and said, okay, son, what did you call your sister? and what does that mean? And part of my brain said, a really small part of my brain said, we know, but we can't say it. Not to our mother. And the other part of my brain says, the biggest 90% of my brain said, you are on your own. So she gets to explaining, you know, I go from being in deep doo-doo to her taking that as an opportunity to explain to me about the birds and the bees. So I've gotten out of trouble, but she says to me, when she gets to the part about her and my daddy doing this nasty, dirty sex thing, I was like, oh, hell no. Are you trying to tell me my dad did? Oh, no, that can't be. You know, and she lost it. She just lost it. She was on the phone for a week and a half calling every relative. Yeah, guess what my dumbass kid said? Yeah, he didn't think that his father ever had sex. Right, yeah, no, he can't explain his 5 brothers and sisters. But and it was just hilarious, but I called my sister a pretty bad name and I didn't get in trouble. But I want to go back to the prophylactics things. My mother actually literally popped a box of prophylactics on this. My brother and I were sitting at the table, and she pops this box of rubbers on the table, and she says, I'm buying these because I'm not buying any milk. And I'm 9. I don't even know why I'm in this conversation. I mean, it was crazy. It was completely crazy, but, I got through life without, impregnating anybody, and it worked out. She's a very progressive woman, let's put it that way. Folks, as a comic, you're challenged to find the funny in life. And to be real, I'm actually going through cancer right now. So, to me, it's like, I don't care what happens, find the funny. So, and I also like to share with people with men particularly, go to the damn doctor, because it's important. I'm alive today because I go to the doctor. Most men will not go to the doctor unless something's wrong. Well, a man can like break a leg and say, no, I'm good. No. I like it when the bone's sticking out like that. I'll just rub some dirt on it. I'll walk it off. Not me, because I'm here today because I decided, when I got to be 40, I needed to go get a prostate exam. Which, if you don't know, Mr. High School guy, what's in your future? this is when you go to a urologist, and I don't know why any man would pick this profession or this particular specialty, but what they do is they massage your prostate. And they give it that name because they make it sound friendly. They make it sound like, you know, it's delightful, like you're going to give them a tip afterwards. So I did my research. I was very uncomfortable with the whole concept. So I decided I'm going to find myself a doctor that's like 4 foot nothing, female, and with little baby monkey hands. You know, so I found a doctor. She was Filipino, she was tiny, and I was like, okay, we're good. I'm on the exam table, and something I didn't realize, if you have little stubby short monkey hands, in order to reach the prostate, you're gonna be like elbow deep. I remember being on the table, you know, saying to myself, you know, I didn't really think this through, did I? Right? So my next doctor was a German doctor with a long ass ET finger. In order to, I mean, he wasn't in the same room when he was checking my prostate. He called in and said, yo, I think he's good. Yeah, all right. You know, that was important to me. Thank God for that lubricant. I don't know what that lubricant is, but it's slick. You know, in fact, if you put that in your car, you would never need an oil change. You know, and I mean, this guy, I mean, the glove goes on and the lubricant goes on, and thank God it goes through, and it's all good. I mean, but it's messy. It's messy. The doctor when he left, he gave me like 2 paper towels, and I'm like, you know what? And you know, he came back in like 20 minutes, and I was like, are you through? I'm like, no, I think I'm gonna need a shower.
Hey, JT.
You're up, baby. You're up. I mean, I'm trying to music you off, but I don't think it's working. Okay.
Have I done my 8 minutes? Are you kidding?
Honey, you're at 30, baby. You're at
That's 30? All right, well, all right. That was just my experience. I'd like to thank you folks for inviting me, and I'd like to thank my wonderful sisters for coming and participating in my madness. So you guys enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, JT.
Thank you for teaching me.
Oh my God, JT, I felt like I was watching porn or listening to porn, actually. Oh, gee. All you had to do was say the fist, and I was like, all right, I'm right back on Pornhub. They have all of what you're offering, okay? And right now it's free. They've upped it. So we're good. I love you, JT. Thank you. Please give it up again for JT Newton. Woo. Right, we're keeping this show rolling right along. This next young lady, I'm laughing. I swear to God, the minute I talk, the dog is in here, the cooks are going. I mean, it's like, it's quiet. And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah. Okay, this next young lady, you can see her in the upcoming Spy City TV show with Dominic Cooper, Guy Ritchie, The Gentleman on the Netflix. It's very important. So The Gentleman, the Guy Ritchie, the upcoming Spy, model trying to be comedian. We're also producing a show called The Nobodies, Her and I and Other People. Wow, this girl's got her plate full and she can't stop. A dear friend of mine, give it up to you for Eugenia Kuzmina. Jesus.
Hey. An MC and do not miss.
Stay home. So we're on the right side.
Alaska.
Can you do a handstand?
Hey guys, I keep dropping my mic. My earplug, especially from Putin, but I'm really hungry.
Wow.
Not for Russian vaccine. Mark, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of the show. It's Diabetes Foundation. It's really important. Just a disclaimer. In my family, I don't eat, so I don't cook.
Okay.
I have zero attachment to food, just like my men. That's not a joke. It's funny, yeah, like doing all the Zoom shows, like every freaking Zoom show you do, you're like, start your joke with, oh, today I went to the Whole Foods and sorry, not long enough. But I'm really excited, JT, we share one thing. Not only you are good at like counting, you're also like, I'm doing this live show and it's for prostate cancer. Doing it this Thursday, and like last time I checked, my prostate was fine.
You had to stir.
Like, as a I don't have to explain it to you. I don't have prostate. Okay, but I think it's hilarious. Like, it's amazing doing all these live shows during the pandemic. Like last week I did a live show in Tampa and they actually brought me up to the song, The Eyes of the Hurricane. I mean, it's almost like Eyes of the Tiger, just 220-hour wind per mile.
They're adorable.
But you know what? Like, it's fine. Doing live shows, we can still do them. Like, I'm doing this one show and every comedian has like their condom on the mic. And like, this is the first time I actually use them. So apparently they're safe. You guys, this kind of shows, like any kind of shows, like just applaud for yourself because they're the hardest shows to ever do, like especially for charity. Thank you for all the audience, trying to half laugh through eating your steak. Don't try to laugh when you eat your steak because I honestly don't know how to use the Hamlish maneuver. You know this Hamlish maneuver? It's like when you're choking and like the guy comes behind you and grabs you and tries to help you. I mean, in LA, it's just called casting couch. Talking about that, recently I got kicked out of the Comedy Store because apparently I was doing inappropriate jokes. And the guy told me like, I'll never work in this town. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I never work in this town. So it doesn't matter. I mean, a lot of times the people question me like, I'm a real blonde Jessica, and I'm a model. So I'm not funny. They're like, how the hell did you get jobs with all these funny comedians? And I'm like, I got it just like I get all my other jobs. I work really hard. I take acting classes. I audition. I sleep with a producer. I'm just joking. I don't audition. Never. I always sleep with a producer. He's my husband. I know him personally. And he's a very big producer. He's always very supportive of my work, especially when I don't talk about it. So I'm going to talk a lot about it. What else? Oh, guys, I just found out. Can you believe Harvey Weinstein actually has a girlfriend? Like, for real.
Gross.
She's a 25-year-old model. Of course, she's from Russia, She's a gold digger. It takes one to know one. But she's a real one, I mean, Harvey's in prison. She doesn't even have to fuck him. Like, I have to go there and get some tips from her. This is like next level shit. No joke. I'm in love, and don't tell my husband. My dog, who's in the background, you guys heard, and we share it with Sarah. Like, she has her dogs, I have my dogs. He's my husband got me this dog who is apparently supposed to protect me from predators, and he always protects me from my husband. He's like, woof, woof, 6 feet away, 6 feet away. There's a new rumor that apparently Putin is gonna resign because he's got Parkinson. Can you believe that? I mean, can you repeat that 10 times faster? Putin has Parkinson. Try. Putin has Parkinson. Literally, I think it's a joke. He just, after he found out that he can't fake the mail-in bailouts, he just can't stop trembling. And honestly, I can't stop trembling either, but not because of Parkinson or COVID just because I can't stop drinking vodka. This is champagne that the guy got. Oh, well, you can see it. This is champagne that the guy got me because I'm a blonde in the bar for free. You know, but it's filled with vodka. And sorry about like kid shaming. Don't worry about that. You know, I drink a lot, like as a Russian, it's in my DNA. It's also in my closet. I call it an open bar. And this is the only happy hours I have as a mom of 3 or 4 kids. And just a disclaimer, because I saw in the chat, somebody was saying Sarah is like a 7th grade, you know, child. So I lost her in the supermarket. Thank God, you know, I forgot a few things there with that. But, you know, people are complaining about losing jobs in pandemic. I actually got like 4 more jobs. Like I have to clean, cook, and teach my kids math. I mean, who knew models would teach kids math? Like I never earned $1 with my mind. And we do try to not use any curse words like math. Those are the only curse words I know. What else? Let me see. I think that's it, you guys. Oh, well, just about the foundation, you know, the new thing in fashion, the new it size is skeleton. So like a lot of times we compete with other models on runway and most of them pass out from not eating, but I pass out from hangover. Apparently vodka cures COVID, you know, it's just a Russian disclaimer, fake news, you know. I started drinking as a toddler. My granddad used to say, drink vodka, never get sick. Did I ever get sick? I don't know. I was too drunk to remember. Cheers, guys. Get through this pandemic. I love you.
Eugenia Kuzmina.
Hey.
I am a witness to everything she said. So I am dying. And I also married a producer to help my career. And I'm going to tell you something. It's a little different than yours, but not much because he did help. He helped kill it. That's why I'm doing comedy Zooms for free. Okay? Lucky me. Okay, we're going to keep this ball rolling. I know everyone's like, shit, don't look him up. He'll kill me. Okay. This next gentleman, I want to say he just got married in COVID. And it's not, yes, he just got married in COVID. And it's not because he's young and naive and stupid. It's because he's a 59-year-old gentleman and is still an opening act. And talk about slower traffic. What does they talk about slower traffic? Keep right. Well, here's the obsessive observationalist. And clearly risk taker, Joe Nuccio.
All right. Well, great, you guys. You know, this is our first Zoom comedy show since the big election, right? So I am very excited, optimistic about possible Joe Biden as president, right? Almost there, couple more steps to go, and he can cross the finish line. Because I know that he's overcome some incredible obstacles to get where he's at. Because personally, I know that if your parents name you Joe, they're not expecting too much. You know, you're supposed to fit in with everybody else. You know, you don't cause any trouble. Don't let anybody notice you. You're the placeholder kid. That's where you belong. They know it. Even society knows that no Joes are supposed to stick out anywhere. It's like, well, describe the guy. Well, I don't know. I guess he was kind of like an average Joe, you know, a Joe Schmo, a Joe Blow. Couldn't really, kind of undescript, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. So he bucked the trend. Because if you go and eat at Joe's Diner, you're not getting a luxury meal. You're getting average food. You're getting a sloppy Joe, which is just ground beef on a white bread bun. Pretty plain and simple. And you're chasing it with a cup of Joe, which is just plain coffee, nothing fancy, no fancy latte. So the bottom line is.
Ooh, we lost your audio, buddy.
Oh, at the punchline.
Oh no! What the what?
We can't hear you.
Oh no, not at the punchline.
Dude.
It's like the cappuccino machine.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Did you
That's
understand?
all I have
Take
to
the
say.
earplugs
about
out.
that. This is like the
So
Forrest
unplug them
Gump.
from the computer.
I don't know what happened.
The
There you
Russians hacked him.
No, that's
We're rolling. Damn it.
Do you know sign language?
alligator.
Oh,
Did
this
we
is-
come back? Can you come
Jessica,
back?
we can't hear you either. Your mute is on.
This is how Red Skeleton started.
Okay, I was talking so much shit. I'm glad you couldn't hear me. Okay, I was like, Eugenia and her spy shit. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Joe log off. I'm gonna send him a text, have him log off and log back on, and he just has to reboot his computer, I'm sure. And we're gonna move right into our next comic. For those of you who don't know, this show always is something to talk about, okay? It's like, there's always something crazy happening. It's not a normal Zoom show. I hope you all like it. I keep, we don't want normal. Like, we want abnormal. So I'm going to go straight to our next. Are you ready for me? Are you ready for me, Chuck? Are you ready for me, Chuck? Let me hear 1, 2, 3. Are you ready for me? I'm sure, I don't even know if Chuck gave me, oh, yes. Our next
Chuck's on
act.
mute.
I'm still on mute.
I'm not.
Chuck.
Oh, no, he can hear me.
Okay.
Okay. This next
Hello.
comedian, what's happening?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, good.
Oh my
Chuck, can you hear us? Can you? All right. Okay, this next act is out of Chicago. He's now living in Scottsdale. Okay, so you're retired. No, I'm just kidding. He appeared on the Carnival Cruise Line. Or has lung issues. I don't know. Like, that's what happens in Arizona. He has appeared on Carnival Cruise Lines. He's worked with Second City and resorts nationally. Please welcome Chuck Field.
Yay!
Hey, can I get a what's up, Chuck?
What's
What's
up?
up, Chuck?
It is cheesy, but you'll remember my name is Chuck. And I don't know your name, so give me a what's up with your names. Let me hear you.
What's
What's
up?
up with your name?
Okay, this is
Good
gonna
thing
be
I can read this stuff on the screen here. So I am a ventriloquist, and I work with a dummy. How many people? Anybody work with a
That's
dummy?
why he's on that.
Yeah.
Have you worked for a dummy? Get something in a suitcase. And how many
Right
people married to a
there.
dummy? Anybody married to a dummy? All right. How many? Okay. Well, I've been working with this dummy for a long time, since actually the age of 10. And without further, I'm going to bring him out anyway. Without an introduction, let's hear it for Ziggy, everybody.
All
Yeah.
right.
Woo! Oh,
Oh, yeah, check it out. All the people in the house go, yeah.
yeah.
Got your mask on here.
Okay, can I take it off?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you should leave yours on.
I took it off already.
I think you should put yours on.
Why? COVID?
No, this way you don't have to see your lips move.
Okay.
Hello, all the. So look at oh yeah, look at us, Eugenia. How are you? You're a hot tomato. You know that?
How do you call women tomatoes?
Because they look good, they feel good, but they don't agree with me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, one laugh. That's really good, Chuck. Let's get out of here and cut our losses.
No. My name is Chuck.
Yeah, and so I'm Ziggy. Yeah, what's up, Chuck? Yeah, what are we doing here?
Well, we've got all these great comedians all over the country.
Anyone from Utah?
No, that's not one of the. Yeah, no, there are no comedians in Utah. We've got Chicago, Los Angeles.
Oh yeah.
Where else do we have? Hey, Joe, what part of Chicago are you from? Oh, you can't even talk. Okay. Yeah.
Where were you from?
In Chicago, actually, I lived in Buffalo Grove.
I'm sorry.
I said I lived in Buffalo Grove.
I said it was.
Yeah.
No, it was a great place. You know what the most exciting thing to do in Buffalo Grove was?
Go to Wheeling.
No, what's the most exciting thing to do in Wheeling?
Die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this were, I forgot, you want some to drink before we start?
I'd like a tequila and milk and magnesia.
What's that called?
It's called a Mexican Roadrunner, guys.
Okay.
How about a Logan, David, and prune juice? Logan, David, and prune juice? Yeah. What's it called? Let my people go. Oh, okay. The Viagra and Rogaine. What's that called? It's called the Don King. It makes your hair stand up. Oh, yeah. So what's going on here?
Yeah, well, this is, everybody usually, when they can in Chicago, meet at the Continental.
The Continental. How's Pete?
You know Pete there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we love the Continental.
It's next to the cleaners.
Yeah, that's the best part of it. Yeah. So, so when we, unfortunately, when I sold my house in Chicago 5 years ago, moved to moved to Scottsdale, Arizona.
That's right.
And tell them where we stay when we go to Chicago.
We stay at the Courtyard Marriott in Arlington Heights.
That's right.
The vacation capital of nowhere.
Yeah. And tell them what happened when we went there.
Well,
he had his own room.
There was a knock on the door. I said, come in.
Yeah.
This good-looking chick walked in the door, took off all her clothes, and got in bed with me.
Got in bed with you?
Yeah.
So what did you do?
Nothing.
Why?
You weren't there. I just laid there like a dummy.
Oh.
So what is it that you do again?
What do I look like?
An idiot.
No.
Yeah. You look like, you look like Ben Stein.
Yeah, without the glasses there, the chick.
Yeah.
They used to tell me I look like the guy from LA Law, but I'm dating myself.
You dated yourself a lot when you're.
I know. So you.
Yeah, I stayed at that hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tell them more about yourself.
So what did you say you do?
I'm a ventriloquist. Can we get through this?
You're a hypnotist.
If I were a hypnotist, I'd be putting Christine, Eugenia, Mark, and JT to sleep right now.
Wake up! You're a really good one. You're the best hypnotist I've seen.
No, I'm actually a ventriloquist.
Chinchillaquist.
Ventriloquist. Without me, Ziggy, you don't talk.
Without me, Chuck, you don't eat.
That's right. Without no voice.
Without me, be talking to your hand.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah.
Where is your other hand anyway? Love it.
So I'm the ventriloquist, and he would be my anybody.
Dummy.
Don't say the D word, okay?
You don't like dummy?
No, I don't like the D word. I don't like dummy. It's not politically correct.
Politically correct.
Yeah.
What do you like to be called?
Wooden American. Vocally challenged.
Vocally challenged.
Yes.
What am I?
Ugly.
No. Just saying.
It's true.
No. If you're vocally challenged, what am I?
Comedically challenged.
Oh, comedically.
Yeah, monetarily challenged, follically challenged, horizontally challenged.
Yeah.
You got ED too?
No, let's not go there yet. So we'd much rather call them a dummy.
That's right.
So no, I just kind of wanted to bring you out here because it was nice enough for them to put us at number 8.
No, it's okay. I like being number 8. Yes. Yeah, but no. It's so nice. Oh, is it? Are you serious? Is it time?
No.
I want to get off now.
No.
Amber alert.
Lawyer for it. I need a good lawyer, a great lawyer.
What's the difference? What's a good lawyer?
One that knows the law.
What's a great one?
No one that knows the judge.
Okay.
Oh.
Hello.
We're gonna go. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Oh, it's for you.
Hello. Yes. What are you wearing?
Your girlfriend?
No, Jake from State Farm. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, give it up for Chuck Field.
Woo!
And his little dog Toto. Just kidding, I have a dog Toto. Can you hear me? Oh God, I don't even know what's happening. The dog, every time I talk, comes in here in circles. That was fantastic, Chuck. I know, I'm sorry that we had to interrupt that service. I'm glad you're close by. We're gonna all come see you in Arizona when the quarantine is over.
And when he comes back to the Continental, if they stay open.
At the Continental.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh, the Continental. So we're all gonna go to Arizona and get COVID. I can't wait. Okay, we're all so there.
Don't get COVID.
All right, I know that's the beauty of being a wooden American. Okay, that's the beauty of being a wooden American. Did Joe get his sound going?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, he's
How
coming
about
back.
that?
Okay, let's get it going, baby. Let's welcome back to the Zoom stage, Joe Nuccio.
Really? So okay. So let's start with the punchline then, right? So,
Back up.
yeah. Right. No, I was saying that everything about Joe equals average. So my parents obviously expected me to be average, and I'm not going to start disappointing them now. So anyway, so hopefully you were expecting an average performance out of me because that's all you're going to get. So anyway, but the reason I was excited about Joe Biden becoming president, it's not because of any of his policies, it's because he'll be the first President Joe we've ever had. We have never had a President Joe. We have had 45.
Oh no.
Again.
What happened?
No.
Oh no. What happened?
No.
Are you
Oops, did
tapping
it
your
again.
computer or something?
Dude, Zoom doesn't like your punchlines. I don't
Oh,
know.
I know.
For the
Join.
Russians.
The Russians are coming. The Russians are coming. Okay.
Go join with your phone audio.
No, we're gonna check Joe out again. We're gonna keep this show rolling. We're gonna go right into this next young lady. I'm super excited. I've never seen her. I can't wait. She's a producer of the Storyworthy podcast, which is celebrating its 10-year anniversary this past July. She's also the creator and host of Story Smash, the storytelling game show, which is live on Facebook and YouTube, starting weekly Friday nights, December 4th. Let's give it up for Christine Blackburn.
Yay! Oh, thank you so much. That's really nice of you. Thanks for the intro. And thanks for having me, Mark. I'm really happy to be here. And Eugenia, thanks for hooking me up with this great group of people. Thank you. I'm going to finish up what our friend was just trying to say. I know what he was trying to say. He was trying to say, Joe Biden is going to the White House.
All right.
And guess what, you guys? He's taking his 2 German Shepherds with him. And so there's 2 dogs moving into the White House and 2 dogs moving out. Come on.
All right.
You know what's so funny is, Trump, he still won't concede. Like the other day he said, oh, yeah, Joe Biden won the election, but I'm not conceding. And when I think about it, it's kind of true. Like, we're starting too big. Like, that's too much for him to concede to. I think we should start a lot smaller. Like, will you concede that you are orange? You probably won't. Anyway, I am here in quarantine with my 13-year-old daughter. Sarah, I heard you talking about your 7th grader. Well, my girl is in 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade. And, it's a whole different world, guys. I mean, you can imagine. First of all, me, an 8th grade teacher, this is not working, Like that, I stopped math in 4th grade right after division. I learned a little bit about fractions because I go to the weed store. So I need an 1/8 or a 1/4 or a half a weed. You know what I mean? But my daughter's like, Mama, can you tell me the percentage of 3 into 600? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about because that's math, and I only know a 1/4, an 1/8, and a half. Can you hear me, you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. This is how weird it is. I swear to God. The other day, I had to send a note to her teacher to ask her if my daughter could leave the bedroom at 1 o'clock for a dentist appointment. How about I knock on my daughter's door the other day and I peek my head in and I go, Alabama, honey, do you have any laundry for Mama? And she's like, what? I'm in school. Are you crazy? Everybody can hear you. No, I don't know this. Yes, my daughter's name is Alabama. And, considering, the way Alabama went to Trump and, the whole political situation, I'm starting to regret naming her Alabama. I'm starting to think I should have named her something more progressive, like like Bernie Sanders. People ask me, you know, they're like, why did you name your daughter Alabama? Like, are you from there? No, then she'd be called Pittsburgh. Not quite as catchy. And then they'll say like, well, was she conceived in Alabama? Is that why you named her Alabama? No, then she'd be called Las Vegas. Or Mandalay Bay for short. You could call her Mandy. I named her after that movie True Romance. You guys remember that?
Oh, wow.
And the lead character was Alabama Worley, and she was a prostitute. So I gotta tell this to my daughter. You know, you gotta be very straightforward with kids. You gotta be very clean. You know, Sarah, you just gotta tell them the way it is, man. Eugenia, you know, because kids, they know. You know what I mean? They can see right through you. So like, I'll be like, well, Alabama. She says, what's a prostitute? I'm like, well, Alabama, a prostitute is someone who does all their homework, helps their mother with the dishes, and always pays the pimp on time. She is growing up, and you do need to be honest with kids. It's true. Like I remember last year in 7th grade, she was like, Mama, what's virginity? And I'm like, well, again, just be honest, you know? I'm like, honey, virginity is something that happens when a girl turns 32. And you just tell them, you know, you guys, you just have to tell them that's how it goes. Recently, I turned 50, you guys. I turned 50. Then I turned 51. And I turned 52. It keeps happening. And now, if I were to go on the dating site at my age, I swear to God, the dating site is called Our Time. It could be called Out of Time. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But I did meet a guy on there. His name is Tom, and I really like him. Yeah, it's good. He lives in LA. I live in LA, and it's all good, except that geographically, he lives like I live in Los Feliz, right near Hollywood. He lives in Westchester. You guys, Westchester. There's only 2 things out there: LAX, and then there's an In-N-Out Burger. And unless I'm on my way out of town and I need a double, I am not going to Westchester, Jess. I'm not going there. But he comes to me, and I appreciate that. He comes to me all the way across town. He always does. And, you know, I knew he would. Like, I knew he would because I'm a MILF, you know? I'm a MILF. I'm a mom in Los Feliz. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for having me on, Mark. I appreciate it.
Oh my God, give it up for Christine Blackburn. Oh my God, I love you. Why are we not hanging out right up the street? Oh, not in Westchester. Maybe I work there. I think this is a match made in heaven for you. I don't know. He's geographically far enough that you have your own time and space. Like you know, right? Like it just gives you a little, yeah, I like it.
Totally.
I think that's the way it has to be, because women over 45 are like, get out of my bed after like 10. Like we're like, that was great, but we need to go to sleep now. Okay. I thought I could deal with my kids.
Thanks, Jess.
Oh God.
Joe, what was time, I think, right?
Did Joe hold on one second. Anybody that's watching tonight, again, thank you for donating. If you haven't donated, please donate to diabetes.org. I don't know what else to say about it. I'd like to say something funny about it, except for it's not that funny, especially the fact that I'm sitting with an In-N-Out hat on. I'm going against what I'm trying to sell. Okay, that's really what's happening. Like if you're eating In-N-Out 5 days a week, you're gonna need help. So please donate to diabetes.org. And then Joe, what's going on with your sound, baby?
Joe, transfer it to your phone.
Okay.
It's like that Forrest Gump scene.
Oh, jeez. Which one? The box of chocolates?
No, where he's.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just
okay,
kidding.
right.
I'm just kidding.
Thanks
I'm
a
just
lot.
kidding. Life is like a box of chocolate.
No, it was
We all
when
know
that
the
guy
thing.
lost his leg.
Oh, you know, I don't remember those parts of movies. Like, you know, those are the parts that I'm like, it didn't happen. It just didn't happen.
And the lower
Joe,
left,
how?
and the
Okay,
lower,
what's?
on the lower left side of his computer, he should hit the
Somebody
not-
should be DMing him privately instead of in a live show. I'm just saying. I mean, that's just my thoughts. but like, hey.
Yeah, there's that.
John's having computer issues and audio issues and will not be able to perform this evening. So maybe we can get him on the next show.
He'll be on the next show. Joe's going to be on the next show in 2 weeks. I
Good.
want to thank every single comedian here tonight. I mean, I'll just do it. JT Newton, Christine Blackburn, Payton Ruddy. We've got Eugenia Kuzmina. We've got Joe Nuccio that we had like a quarter of a set. We have Sarah Clevinger, and we have Chuck Field. I want to thank all the comedians that are we also have Denise Medina, who did not appear tonight. She is one of the producers of this show. This woman has been sick. She showed up. She's like, she is, I mean, I don't know what we'd be without her. I'm sad she wasn't here tonight with us in voice, but she is here with us physically. And I want to thank Mark Klaber for doing this show every 2 weeks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big round
Thank you,
of applause to
Mark.
everybody.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks,
Hey,
Mark. We're coming to Chicago.
We're coming to Chicago. Oh, that
Yeah.
was me too. That was all right. I think I think we're done with this show. Thank you, everyone who was watching. You've been great. Thank you to our special guests who come every week, Robbie and Teme. They show up. They're fantastic.
Oh, and Ziggy too.
Yeah, they're both
Ziggy.
here.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Ziggy, I'm sorry. I just been around a lot of Woody people, I guess. But I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Denise, are we out?
We're out.
I'm going to drop the pen.
All right.